Captain Weaver served in the 29th North Carolina Infantry, as did my great-great-grandfather, so we do have a tie there. For those that are not as familiar with some of the North Carolina regiments, just to give you a little background, there are only 4 infantry regiments from North Carolina that served in the Army of Tennessee. The Confederate Army consisted of the Army of Northern Virginia under the direct command of Robert E. Lee, the Army of Tennessee under various commanders such as Joseph Johnston and Braxton Bragg and so forth, and the Army of the Trans-Mississippi operating out in the Vicksburg area in that area. So the 4 infantry regiments in the Army of Tennessee give you an idea of how some of these touched Weaverville. You have the 60th North Carolina Regiment, whose Lieutenant Colonel was James Thomas Weaver from Weaverville. You have the 39th North Carolina Regiment, commanded by David Coleman, whose property was right up there, whose men camped on top of the hill up here during the war. And then you have the 29th North Carolina Regiment, commanded by Robert Frank Vance from Marines Creek. So there was a lot of ties right into this area. And as mentioned, Captain Weaver dictated this reminisce in 1926. He was very detailed, so you best keep confident. And just to kind of introduce it, since he launches right into the midst of a description, apparently there was some fighting. It does not detail where. We think perhaps maybe it was in East Tennessee, perhaps around the Baptist Gap area from the timeline. And apparently he was believed to be dead. And that's where his reminiscence sort of picks up from that point on. So I'll let his words sort of take over. Imagine Captain Robinson's surprise when I came into camp and faced him. He informed me of the action he had taken to inform my parents of my death. Captain Robinson urged me to take transportation on the old stagecoach that passed by my home. This I did, but I missed my father, who was en route to Greenville for my remains. Upon reaching home, I discovered that all the funeral arrangements had been made, even to the digging of the grave. A great many people fainted on this occasion, thinking that I was not quite myself, but might be possibly a ghost.